Hi, thanks for stopping by. Pardon my Frenchie, this is me, 143. If you don't have a friend, you have one now. Today's topic is a very good one. It is one that actually comes up a lot in the pet loss support groups. The topic is, when is a good time to bring in a new family member after you've lost one? The answer is, it's up to you. And when I say it's up to you, I mean it's up to the person that is actually grieving. With that being said, it doesn't mean it's up to the person that is watching the person grieving. So now I know what you're saying. We all have seen different videos with the little girl opening the box that has a new kitten in it and overjoyed, or grandma sitting on the couch during Christmas, opening the box with the new puppy in it and all happy. Those are one-offs, or few and far between. Let me put it that way. Most of the time, when people surprise others with puppies and kitties, it doesn't often come off with a great response. And I'll tell you why. Grief is a very real thing for pet loss people, or people going through pet loss. So it can come off as, I don't want to say disrespectful, but sometimes it may look like you're trying to rush the person going through the grief process, or it almost can look like you're just trying to, I don't know, replace the one that had just passed. And even though that is not the case, I know that when people do that, they purchase a new dog or cat for somebody, it is done with the best intentions. It is done out of love. And trust me, I think that is the most wonderful gift in the world, to give a gift of unconditional love to somebody. So my thought is this, is if you are seeing your friend or your loved one grieve over a loss of a pet, be there for them, support them, ask them how you can help them, but do not go out and purchase something for them. And I know what you're going to say, Jen, I've done it before, and yes, it's worked out. That is a good thing, and I'm very happy for you. But a lot of times it does not work. And, animals are a lifelong commitment, and they are anywhere from, 10 to 15 years of a commitment. So it's got to be a right fit for a person. I believe that a pet is that is something specific to the person. So anyways, moving on with that, when it comes to yourself, I believe that you really need to seriously consider where you are in your grieving process. Sometimes people will go a little too soon. I've seen that before, where they feel like getting a new pet will help them heal a little bit more, and they find out that they maybe not are not ready. And I've often seen animals go back to either shelters or breeders, and that's not good either for the pet or the person, because then they're guilty, or they feel guilty, and all that good stuff. So that's never a good combination. And so always just take your time with your own process. When it comes to making a decision for the family, always take people's consideration, everybody in the family's feelings into consideration before you go forward. I will be very honest, that is something that I did not do personally, and I probably should have. But always make sure that you are taking everybody's feelings into consideration before you move forward with a pet. Just make sure everybody is on the same page, or or they are ready to bring in a new family member, because that is a big decision. And then here's another thing. If you're an adult child, I've seen this a lot too. They want to buy mom and dad or grandma and grandpa a new pet. But here's the thing that they may not realize. Maybe mom or dad or grandma and grandpa now would like to travel more. Maybe they want to take more road trips or do things. And let's be honest, with dogs and cats, it's kind of hard to do sometimes. So talk to them before you introduce something new into their life. Have a conversation with them before you just spring a lifelong commitment onto them. And another thing is too, maybe mom and dad, maybe they always loved, I don't know, boxers, bigger dogs, German shepherds. Well, they're 70 years old now. Can they handle a big dog, or do they need something smaller? I know that, as I get older, it's hard for me to handle bigger dogs now. It's hard for me to lift them up into my SUVs. So I now have to start looking at, smaller dogs, something more that I can handle. So those are kind of a couple things to consider. And again, all these things are done out of love. Nothing is done, because you don't love the person. It's just things to think about, things to, put in the back of your mind. Same thing with kids, young kids, they tend to handle grief a little bit differently than adults. But nonetheless, talk to your kids, ask them where they are in their grieving process. They do process grief a little quicker than adults do. But still ask them how they're feeling, ask them, where they're at. If you're considering bringing in a new pet, they may not be ready yet. They may still hold on feelings to the one that they lost, but go through that process with them, walk, see how you can help them, move forward into, bringing somebody new into the family. So all things to consider when trying to add something new into your life, but all good things. Like I said, all very, very good things. And any way that you can add to your family, give a dog or a cat or a lizard or whatever you want to do, anything that you can give somebody a new home with a nice, healthy life where they can flourish and do a healthy family with good people, that's a win-win. Whether you go to a breeder or you adopt or you go to one of these wonderful rescues, I know that we have some great rescues here in Columbus. We have, Buckeye Bulldogs. They're one of a great rescue here. There's one in Dayton I know of. I think they're called Badass Bulldog Rescue. They're a wonderful rescue as well. So just along with our shelters, we've got the Franklin County Shelter and Fairfield County Shelter. All these are wonderful shelters. I've adopted from Franklin County 2 times already. And then Speak for the Unspoken actually is where I got Lola here. So just make sure you check out your local shelters and, keep on adding to your families and keep that unconditional love coming into your homes, because it's definitely worth it. So until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And again, if you don't have a friend, you have got one now. Take care. Bye-bye.